Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity. Today we're going to be talking about 9 brands that I really would like to try in 2019. These are brands that I have been eyeing for months now. They are brands that I haven't tried anything from yet, but I really want to try them, and I'm hoping that 2019 will be that year. I actually didn't mean for this to happen, but once again, it's going to be 9 indie brands. These are all pretty much indie brands unless I'm missing something. They are all indie brands. I feel like I'm discovering so many indie brands recently, pretty much thanks to Indie Makeup Spotlight, which is run by Amy from Amy Loves Makeup. She does a fantastic job not only on her YouTube channel and her own Instagram, but she also has the Indie Makeup Spotlight Instagram page where she features strictly indie makeup brands and shares their new launches and new releases and whatnot. And I just have discovered so many amazing brands, or at least they look like amazing brands. So it was pretty easy for me to make a list of 9 brands that I really want to try in 2019. As far as I know, the person who started this kind of tag was Samantha March. I did this last year after I saw Samantha do it, and I knew I wanted to do it again this year. I should have already uploaded my kind of wrap-up finale because I did 10 brands that I wanted to try in 2018. And I did a video kind of sharing with you what brands I actually ended up trying, what the products were, and what I thought about it. So if you want to watch that, I'll have it linked up here if you want to go and watch it after this video. But today, we're going to be talking about the brands that I really want to try in 2019. So let's just get right to it. So the first brand is GLF Cosmetics. This brand intrigues me so very much. I originally found them, of course, through Indie Makeup Spotlight, but the thing that really intrigued me about the brand was that it looks like they have a dupe for the Stila Glitter and Glows that I absolutely love. It's actually like packaged in similar packaging, and it looks really, really pretty. I think it retails for like $6 or $5. Not bad at all. And I have been meaning to make a purchase from this brand for months now. Ever since I saw those liquid glitters on Indie Makeup Spotlight's page, I was like, ooh, that's a brand I want to try. That's a product I want to try because I am always on the hunt for a good, affordable dupe that gives me what the Stila Glitter and Glows give me. But yeah, GLF Cosmetics is a brand that I am really hoping I get to try and just works out. One thing with indie brands is I feel like it takes me a little longer to actually get around to trying them because I do have to purchase them from their website, and often I have to pay shipping or I have to spend so much in order to get free shipping, and those things kind of make me hesitate, but they just kind of delay me from making a purchase. So hopefully 2019 is the year that I get to try that brand. Then I also want to try Lethal Cosmetics. I mentioned them in my I think one and only Will I Buy It video. I can have that linked up here too if you want to go watch it. But I mentioned them and they did a new launch. I want to say it's called the Beehive launch. It had something to do with bees, but in that launch they had a gorgeous green, like a gorgeous matte green, a gorgeous shimmery green. They had I think one other shade of green and then like a bright orange. And those 4 I was like, I want those 4. Those 4 are pretty. And they're already launched at this point. I watched a couple people who purchased the collection or a couple shades from the collection. And so far I've heard really good things about it. So I really just need to jump on it and order from the brand. I do believe that they aren't in the United States. I want to say they're somewhere overseas, maybe Europe. But yeah, I really want to try this brand. Those eyeshadows look so pretty, very unique, very pigmented. And I just like the design. I just like the aesthetic of the brand. I'm really curious about it. And yeah, that's a brand I really hope I am able to try. I really just need to break down and buy it because I've been eyeing that collection ever since it launched, ever since before it launched, really. Next up is Maniac Cosmetics. Now this is also a brand that I featured in my Will I Buy It, and I said I was gonna buy it. But then, so they launched and I was like, okay, let me get on the website and order it. I went and I picked out, I think I was just gonna get 2 of their quads, and I went and put it in the cart, and I wanna say it was $8 shipping. And either it had a very high threshold where you had to spend so much to get free shipping, or they didn't offer free shipping at all. I forget exactly what it was, but I remember seeing that if I just wanted those 2 quads, or that maybe I was just getting 1 quad. I think I might have been 2, the yellow and the green. But anyway, I remember seeing that just to get those, I'd have to pay $8 shipping, and I was just like, wait a minute, wait a minute. So I kind of exited out of it, and I really haven't been back since. But I still really do want to try them, especially those quads. I want to try, especially that yellow. That yellow looks so pretty, but the green also looks really pretty, and I really do want to try them. So I decided to put it on the list, and maybe I will get around to it. Like I said, I can't remember. I feel like they had a free shipping threshold, but I want to say maybe it was $50, and the quads are like $10 each, so I'd have to buy a whole lot, and I just wasn't able to do it at the time. So I was like, you know what, let me give it a couple months. I'll revisit it in the new year. I have plenty of palettes right now, so I put it on my list. I still want to get it. I still really do want to try it. Everything I said in the Will I Buy It video that I did sharing my thoughts about it is still true. I'm still really intrigued, but that $8 shipping was enough to make me pause and not purchase it. So I put it on the list as the third brand that I really want to try in 2019 because those yellows look so pretty. Next is Sugarpill. Now this is a brand I have eyed for a while, and I honestly don't know why I didn't put it on like last year's, because I know I was eyeing it even back then. I feel like it's been 2-3 years that I've eyed it. I have always been intrigued. They're a rather pricier brand, but I hear really good things, especially about their eyeshadows being so pigmented, and the colors that they offer are very bold. So I've been very intrigued for a while, and I'm super excited, and hopefully this will kind of make it easier for me to actually try it this year. I saw that they are selling their lipsticks at Ulta now, so I'm crossing my fingers really hard and hoping and praying that they also bring the eyeshadows, because that's specifically what I want to try, their eyeshadows. I definitely know I want to get like a vibrant yellow from them and maybe a green. I don't know, I want to try a couple of their shadows, a couple of their really bright shadows, and just have it in my collection, give them a try. I hear fantastic things about them, and with them being at Ulta, I would be able to use that purchase towards my diamond status, towards getting points, towards all those beautiful things. I'll leave my Ulta tips and tricks up here. I did a whole video explaining how I get the most out of my Ulta rewards program, so if you're ever curious to hear some tips and tricks, check out that video. But this is another way. Try and wait and just buy it when it comes to Ulta. So yeah, Sugarpill is definitely one I have been interested in a while, but because I could only buy it off of their website, or maybe 1 or 2 websites that I just never really shopped at. That's honestly what has hindered me from trying them. But now that their lipsticks are at Ulta, I'm hoping in a couple more months, maybe even sooner, that they'll also bring their eyeshadows, and then I am definitely trying them this year. So the 5th brand I really want to try this year is Dominique Cosmetics. And I was so close to trying them last year when she released her lemonade palette. I still see that lemonade palette and I just drool. But every time I go to make a purchase, I think about all the mixed reviews, I think about everything that I've heard about it, and I end up not. But it's still an eyeshadow palette that I continue, anytime I catch sight of it or think about it, I'm like, ooh, like I really want to try that. I really think I would like it. I love the colors. Like the colors are beautiful, I think. The matte shades look gorgeous. I love those yellows, and the shimmer shades look like they would make really fun colors. Anytime I see a look on Instagram using that palette, I'm always like, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. What palette did they use? And then I'm like, ah, it's the lemonade palette, should I get it? So yeah, I keep going back and forth on that palette, but even if I don't end up getting that palette, I really do want to try Dominique Cosmetics. I actually don't subscribe to Dominique here on YouTube. I watched a couple of her videos. I was subscribed for a while, but I just wasn't very interested. I was kind of, I don't know, I just wasn't interested in the content she put out, so I unsubscribed. But for some reason, I find her brand really intriguing, and I've heard a lot of good things about her initial launch, that the formula of the eyeshadows are outstanding. I've been hearing really good things about the Berries and Cream palette, so I'm hoping in 2019, maybe she reformulates the lemonade palette again. Maybe she comes out with like a mossy green themed or maybe mustard themed eyeshadow palette. That would be amazing. But I'm hoping she comes out with something this year that grabs me and really makes me break down and buy. I mean, not even break down, because it is available at Sephora. So that is nice, but just gives me that push to actually try her brand, because I really want to try her brand this year. So I'm putting it on the list. I am making a goal to try to buy something and try out something from her brand. Hopefully a winner. Maybe it'll end up being the lemonade palette. Who knows? You'll have to just stick around and wait till I do the finale, or like not even finale, but like the update at the end of 2019 and share with you what brands I actually ended up trying. Another brand I want to try is Persona Cosmetics. This is another YouTuber started brand, and I've been hearing really good things. She came out with a palette, and then she's also come out with liquid lipsticks, and then she just came out with like little quads. They're like little tiny palettes, but I think they just have 4 in them. Anyway, she's come out with a few releases, and I'm very intrigued. I hear really good things about the formula, that she has fantastic formula for her eyeshadows, but every time I would look at that palette, I just kind of got bored. Like, it's very neutral. I'll be sticking pictures up here, so this is the palette I'm talking about. It's very, very neutral. And you guys know I'm not really into the neutrals right now. Like, this is the makeup I'm kind of into. I mean, not even blues. I'm trying to get into blues. Blue is the color I'm the most uncomfortable with. So today when I picked up the Magic Mini, I was like, you know what, Katie? You are going all in with these dark blues down here, and this is what I came up with. But anyway, got sidetracked a little bit. We're talking about the Persona brand. I am really intrigued to try her products. I hear really great things, especially about her eyeshadow, but I hear good things about her liquid lipsticks too. Oh, she came out with highlighters, I believe, too. So she has a couple of things, but nothing really that has caught my attention. So I'm hoping one of her releases in 2019 really grabs my attention. I'd really like to see her come out with another palette to kind of complement the all neutral palette. So maybe something exploring a little bit more color and a little bit more boldness. I think think that'd be neat to come out with a second palette, and one that the two of them could pair together and create some really pretty looks, especially for people who don't like, you know, all the neutral. They can have both palettes and mix and match, or someone who likes all the color can just have the one palette that's bright. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I would really like to see from her, and if she came out with anything like that, I'd be all over it. But yeah, that's a brand that I've been very intrigued about. Ever since I initially discovered it, I kind of followed along, and it just kind of, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for something really cool to come out. Oh, you know, she just released those two quads or whatever, those little palettes, the pink and the neutral to complement the eye colors. So since she has both of those, she needs to come out with like a green themed little bundle to complement eyes, and I would be all over that. But yeah, hopefully in 2019 I try something from Persona. Okay, so for number 7, I also would really like to try Lawless Beauty. It's been a brand I'm super intrigued about. They initially launched with liquid lipsticks, and they came out, what did they come out with next? They have a foundation, they have a setting powder, I'm pretty sure. They just came out with a palette. I haven't really been interested in any of those except for the liquid lipsticks. I have been eyeing them. Samantha March really speaks very highly as to the formula and the wear time you can get from it, which really intrigues me and makes me want to try it. So I'd really like to try at least one of her liquid lipsticks. And maybe if she came out with a more interesting palette, for me at least, I would also be interested in that. I have heard mixed reviews on the foundation, so I don't know if I'd try it. Maybe it'd be a good summer foundation for me since I have very oily skin. But the liquid lipsticks, that's definitely what catches my eye and what I want to try, because I like to find liquid lipsticks that have a very comfortable formula, but that are extremely bulletproof, very pigmented and easy to apply. You know, just everything in one. That I'm always on the hunt for the perfect liquid lipstick. Even though I have really good ones in my collection, I have really bomb ones that I think are fantastic. I just feel like there's always that one other one I need to find that will just, I don't know, be like nothing on your lips, but to be full pigmented, bright colors. I know I'm wishful thinking, but I'm always searching for just something a little bit better. That's why I have an insane liquid lipstick collection. But anyway, I really want to try one of those this next year. Maybe I almost bought it in the last Sephora, you know, sale when they had the 15 or 20% off coupon. I almost bought one, but I didn't. So maybe in this next year, whenever they have another one of those times where you can get 15 or 20% off, maybe then I will buy it. But yeah, that is one brand that I really would like to try this next year, and I'm really curious to see what they launch in this next year for 2019, and I'm hoping it's something really cool. I also would really like to try Meesha Lou. This is a brand I haven't heard too much about, but definitely depending on the channel, I hear a good bit about. The thing that intrigues me is they have both a very yellow and warm and reddish fiery tone palette that really intrigues me. I forget what it's called. I'll put the picture here, but the orange is in there, the red in there, that really deep shimmery gold, those intrigue me. But also they have another palette that's like a cool tone sister to that, but it has a lot of really pretty greens in there that every time I see it I'm like, ooh, what palette is that? So those two palettes just really continually catch my attention anytime I see it, you know, scrolling through Instagram or whatever, or I see someone using it or create a look with it, what have you. I'm always intrigued and it always captures my attention. I'll go ahead and put this look on the screen. I actually follow her Gandalf Sandwich. I'll have her username and I'll link her down below. But she creates the most gorgeous looks, and I saw this look on the Meesha Lou Instagram page, and oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. That is made with a Queen Bee palette, and that right there makes me want to buy the palette today. Those tones, so me. Yeah, I really haven't looked into the brand any farther than just to see these eyeshadow palettes on Instagram, but anytime I see it, I'm just always distracted. I always turn to it, so I really need to just jump on their website, check them out, and see how much I can get to free shipping and order a couple things and try it. So hopefully that's another brand in 2019 that I do get to try. Okay, so for the last brand that I want to try for 2019 is Baby Bat Beauty. This is a really intriguing brand. It's definitely like that bat theme, very, you know, gothic type of brand, which I personally like. I'm not super into, but the thing I want to try most from this brand is their liquid lipsticks. They have this one shade of liquid lipstick. I think it's called Tiger's Eye. It's just a very unique kind of burnt orange reddish shade. Really pretty. I really want to find, you know, really neat grungy kind of colors. I have a lot of nude pinks, mauves, and reds. I have a lot of those type of liquid lipsticks. So this next year in 2019, I'd like to try to add interesting colors, because definitely now that I have a YouTube channel, I enjoy wearing fun colors on camera that I wouldn't necessarily go out to the store in. Like today I have a gray lipstick. I'm not really going to wear that out. maybe, I mean, the gray isn't too far out there, but there was one day I wore a black liquid lipstick. I thought that was fun. I'm not really at the point in my makeup journey that I would be wearing that out, but I had a lot of fun wearing it on camera. So I definitely like to add a couple liquid lipsticks to my collection that are just fun. I can wear around the house and have fun with. Another shade that I'm very intrigued by is this one called Medusa. Beautiful green. I'd really like to try that. I think that'd be fun. So they have a lot of really cool colors. They have a lot of really unique colors that you don't really see. Here's one, Bonfire Babe, I believe. I feel like especially when I like to do those olive toned looks or those really grungy type of green looks, this would be a really cool lipstick to pair with it. Oh, another one I really would like to try, what is it called? Mabon, I think it is. I don't even know. I don't think I would ever wear that anywhere except my YouTube channel, but that mustard yellow is so cool. I would totally freak my husband out if he came home and I was wearing that, but I would really like to wear it. Also, Spiked Apple Cider looks really pretty too. Just, I don't know, I'd like to try this brand specifically for those unique colors and hopefully also to find a really good formula for the more unique colors that I'd like to add to my makeup collection. But yeah, I could just go on and on looking at their Instagram page. They just have a lot of fun colors and that's something I'd really like to explore a little bit in 2019, and I feel like Baby Bat Beauty is the perfect brand because their lip swatch pictures are absolutely stunning and really just sell me when it comes to these liquid lipsticks. They look like they're a little drying, but I'm crossing my fingers that they're not going to be too drying and I'll actually really enjoy the formula, but won't know until you try, so that is why it is on my list of brands I want to try in 2019. So that is going to do it for this video. Those are all 9 brands. Those are all 9 indie brands that I really hope I'm able to try over the course of 2019. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these brands. Give me recommendations from the brands. Give me recommendations of products to stay away from, etc., etc. I always love to hear from you guys and hear your guys' advice and whatnot. I always love to hear from you guys down there, especially if you have experience with these brands. It really helps me out to, you know what to avoid and what to look at and what to make sure I get and whatnot. So let me know down below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. If you want to discover more indie brands, definitely check out Indie Makeup Spotlight and follow her on Instagram, and you will discover so many beautiful and intriguing indie brands. They come out with such unique releases that you really don't see on the market. I have loved following her page. She has opened my eyes to so many awesome brands and I am so thrilled and I cannot wait to discover more of them in 2019. Also, let me know about your favorite indie brand. I would love to discover if there's an indie brand that I have no idea. Maybe Amy from Indie Makeup Spotlight hasn't discovered them yet either, but you think they're really bomb and you've tried a lot of products from them. Let me know that down below and I can check them out as well. But I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.